Welcome, everyone. One of the biggest concerns many of us have as we age is our brain health. Imagine you're having a conversation with a loved one, and suddenly they tell you that you've discussed the same thing before today, and you can't remember it. This is not only frustrating, but also scary. Today, we want to introduce you to an extremely popular supplement that many of you may already be taking. And there is also convincing evidence that it improves brain performance and protects against cognitive decline. Despite its popularity, this supplement is still extremely controversial, especially since a new study went viral. It involves multivitamin and multimineral supplements. In this episode, we'll explore why this is the case and what to look for when choosing a multivitamin to get optimal results for your mental health. How do we know that multivitamins improve brain performance? After all, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. A comprehensive study called the Cosmos study was conducted, and as part of this study, 3 complementary studies were conducted, each examining cognitive performance. There were the Cosmos Mind, Cosmos Web, and Cosmos Clinic studies, and the data from these 3 studies were then pooled together in a meta-analysis of over 5,000 people. When we look at this analysis, we need to dive into the details, because that plays a role in the controversy we'll cover later in the episode. All 3 studies were randomized, placebo-controlled studies. This means that one group took the supplement, i.e. the multivitamin, while the other group received a placebo or a dummy medication. They were also double-blind, meaning the participants didn't know whether they were taking the real supplement or the placebo, nor did the scientists conducting the study know which participants were taking what. Only after all the data was collected were the results revealed, and it was possible to see who was in which group. This methodology minimizes bias and increases the reliability of the results. 2 of the 3 studies conducted examined global cognition and included a total of 2,731 participants. The results of these studies show a clear positive effect that is statistically significant. What is particularly pleasing is that the combination of the 2 studies shows a very strong effect, with a statistical significance of 0.009, which is considered highly significant. A similar trend can also be seen in the area of episodic memory. When we look at all 3 studies together, which include over 5,000 participants, we see a comparable positive effect with a p-value of 0.0007, indicating a real benefit. Another important point is that the results of the studies were consistent. This means that all studies produced similar results, increasing our confidence in the validity and reproducibility of these results. But how big is this effect? The question arises as to how much benefit the supplement might provide for brain performance. The difference between the group that took the placebo and the group that received the supplement was equivalent to approximately 2 years less cognitive aging. Given that the studies only lasted 2 to 3 years, this is considered quite significant. This is where the first of 2 controversies begins. The supplement referred to in this episode is, as previously mentioned, a multivitamin supplement, but a mineral supplement has also been tested. However, before the 3 additional Cosmos studies, there was another long-term study that examined cognition and raised the question whether a multivitamin could improve brain performance. This study was called Physicians' Health Study 2. It was also a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study that included almost 6,000 male doctors. However, unlike the Cosmos studies, the physician study found no significant difference between the cognition of the placebo and multivitamin groups. So what's going on? Why does the physician's trial show no benefit while the Cosmos trials do? There are 3 main differences between the 2 studies, with the third probably being the most important. The first difference is that the Cosmos study included both men and women, while the physician's study only included older men. Second, the physician's study began cognitive testing an average of 2.5 years after the study began. As a result, the cognitive benefits observed with multivitamins and minerals in the first 2 to 3 years of follow-up in the Cosmos trials may have been missed in the physician's trial. The third difference could be explained by the subtle differences between the supplement formulas, particularly the addition of lutein and lycopene in the Cosmos studies. Remember that lutein and lycopene are important because that will become relevant later in the episode when we discuss how to choose a multivitamin and mineral supplement. The second controversy brings us to a recent study that has gone viral. First, a little background before we discuss this new study so we can interpret it properly. We have seen study after study showing that multivitamin supplements do not reduce the risk of cancer, cardiovascular disease, or mortality rates. For example, a 2011 study with over 180,000 participants showed no effect. The U.S. Preventative Services Task Force found the same thing in 2022. There was not enough evidence to support the use of multivitamins to prevent cardiovascular disease or cancer. The Cosmos studies we reviewed also found no effect on cancer, cardiovascular disease, or mortality rates. That brings us to this new multivitamin study, which included almost 400,000 participants. This study also showed, you guessed it, no benefits for cardiovascular disease, cancer, or mortality rates. The new study confirms what was already strongly suspected. We've already seen other outlets and news outlets use this study to say that multivitamin and mineral supplements are useless. But we think this is misleading, and it ignores the cognitive benefits seen in the Cosmos studies. And it is the very results of the Cosmos brain performance studies that might lead us to take a multivitamin and mineral supplement. This leads us to the next question. How do we choose a multivitamin and mineral supplement? The main point we want to convey to you is a warning about megadoses, which subscribers to this channel already know about. A supplement should complement a healthy diet and help us achieve the recommended daily doses of micronutrients. Instead, many multivitamin and mineral supplements have doses that are many times higher than the recommended daily doses. The good news is that the multivitamin and mineral supplement used in the Cosmos study is appropriately dosed and is called Centrum Silver. However, there is also a disadvantage. As the 2022 analysis by the U.S. Preventative Services Task Force found, there is moderate certainty evidence that the harms of taking beta-carotene outweigh the benefits, and beta-carotene is converted into vitamin A in the body. They also recommended avoiding vitamin E supplements because there is evidence that beta-carotene and vitamin E can increase mortality rates, as can higher doses of vitamin A. It's easy to achieve the recommended daily doses of vitamins A and E through a healthy diet. Therefore, it might make sense to avoid a supplement that contains these vitamins. Instead, it is considered beneficial to take supplements that contain vitamin K2 as well as magnesium in the form of magnesium taurate. Trimethylglycine, TMG, is also being considered for its potential cognitive and athletic benefits, as is hyaluronic acid to support skin health. There are various multivitamin preparations that either contain a comprehensive mixture or can be put together depending on individual needs. A key difference between the failed physicians trial and the Cosmos trial, which showed a cognitive benefit, is that the supplements in the Cosmos trial included lutein and lycopene. Lutein and lycopene are two important antioxidants found in many plant foods. Lutein belongs to the carotenoid group and plays an important role in supporting eye health by protecting the retina from harmful light rays and reducing the risk of age-related eye diseases. Lycopene, another carotenoid found primarily in tomatoes and other red fruits, has anti-inflammatory properties and has been linked to various health benefits, including supporting heart health and protecting against certain types of cancer. Find out why it makes sense to take magnesium in the form of magnesium taurate and check out our episodes on the benefits of taurine. And once again, as a rule, we also recommend taking supplements only when a balanced diet is not possible or in addition. Otherwise, the intake of high-quality, wholesome foods is usually sufficient to cover the micronutrient requirements. Unfortunately, it is not always possible to eat optimally. It is therefore important to know which supplements are useful in such cases and what benefits they offer. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this episode, we'd appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for more valuable information on promoting your health as you age, and share your thoughts with us in the comments. Stay healthy and vital, and as always, we wish you a long, healthy, and happy life.